I know this is about to get me canceled, but hear me out. I know we always talk about how guys are addicted to sex. Freaking, let me just say the word sex. TikTok and their rules. But we never talk about women that may be addicted to sex work. Hear me out before I get canceled. Now I know sex work might be a form of struggle work. That's basically mean people that were struggling and they try to find an easier way out by doing this type of job. And I understand there are people in this world that have no choice. And I'm not talking about one industry, but multiple industries. As I get older, I realize a large part of this world, well, not a large part of this world, but several countries are driven by a sex economy. Even some portions of America, believe it or not. A large portion of Latin America, a large portion of Southeast Asia, and believe it or not, even conservative countries that are Muslim as well too. And I know people that used to watch those traveling channels back in the day, they used to see women stand around and they never knew why. But as you get older and you watching YouTube and this whole movement with the passport, bro, you start putting two together. You start realizing some of these women are actually sex workers. Now, when it comes down to places like America or countries that are very developed, you will have women that actually come from good families that still decide to do this thing anyway. And yes, to be fair, I understand there are women that don't necessarily come from good families and they have no other choice. I just gotta remind you guys about that. But back to the women that actually do good but still do it anyway. I honestly think it has a lot to do with the fact that it doesn't probably feel like a job and it may be easy to make money. And to be fair, I don't think all of them are making money, but I do think some of them are making a lot of money from this. And because they sit around all day and they just get, I don't know how necessary word, people subscribe to them or whatever, and they probably get money from the subscription or people that book sex appointments. And the women pretty much chill for hours and they just get the appointment. It may be hard to leave that lifestyle because of how easy it is. I feel like even women that have left the industry, from what I noticed, they sometimes come back to the industry, but they do it in a softcore way. Like the very same thing they complained and left, they somewhat go back into. I actually seen an example of this like the other day. And I think when it comes down to them, when they come back to the regular world, they'll notice girls still posting half-naked pics on Instagram. So in their minds, like, if they could do it, I should just continue doing whatever I do. Because it was AKA easy. Now, I'm not going to say if I agree with it or not. I'm not here to judge. This is something we should think about because it seems like a lot of women that leave the industry, and even the ones that complain about it, still go back to it. And me personally, I think it's more money-driven, not pleasure-driven. I hope I'm wrong. And if women are making a lot of money from this, maybe they have to have some type of age limit. But you can't do this thing forever. But at the same time, it's up to the women. I don't want to, put that limitation on them. That's just my opinion. So let me know what you think if the addiction goes both ways. Guys that happen to be addicted to sex and women that happen to be addicted to sex work. Let me know what you think. Deuces.